everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Meg. I do put out videos a couple times a week, so to make sure you don't miss out, hit the subscribe button up there, and that way I will always show up in your subscription feed. So today's video is actually going to be a recreation inspired look by Sam from Badalash. I'm sure you guys know of her. I absolutely love her makeup style. It's just goals. She's just goals. So I saw her come up with a look very similar to this, and I love the way that it turned out. I wanted to try it out for myself, so I decided to go ahead and recreate it for you guys here on my channel. This is what I like to call an everyday, like a soft glam makeup look. For me, this isn't too much. For some people, it may be, but I really enjoyed how it came out. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then let's get started. Alright, so first of all, don't mind this like Farrah Fawcett looking hair that I have going on. Alright, so I just want to go over with you guys really fast what products that you're going to be using to achieve this look. So the first thing is the Lorac Matte Pro palette. If you do not own this, I highly suggest you do. It is a perfect palette for traveling, and it's a perfect everyday makeup palette. What else you're going to need is just some black liner. I prefer black liquid liner, so I'm going to be using my Illamasqua Precision Ink Liner. You're also going to need some sort of glitter or glitter liner, and I'm using my Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner, and this is in Midnight Cowboy. It's just like a nice soft gold color. Since this is an everyday glam, I'm just going to go easy on the lashes. So these are the Ardell Demi Wispies that I'm going to be using today. And then other than that, you're just going to need some mascara. So let's go ahead and put it together. Alright, so to start this look off, I'm going to be taking Pink Mauve, which is right down here. Absolutely love this color. So I'm going to be taking this Real Techniques, what is this? Base shadow brush. Basically, it's a hybrid of a blending brush and a flat shader brush. I'm just going to go ahead and take this in the outer corner and on the last third of my lid. You want to be careful with your blending because you don't want to blend it too high up since this is a softer glam look. I'm not taking this fully all the way in, but I'm taking it almost all the way in. And then if you wanted to build a little bit of a shape or like do a point on the outer corner, you can go ahead and start to shape that now. One thing that sucks about getting older is that I notice that this eye always blends up higher than this eye. I don't know what it is, but it drives me freaking batty. And then also for a base, I just put foundation on and I set that with the translucent powder, and that's what I have as my base. So now I am going to go ahead and move along. And for the next two colors, I am just going to be using this e.l.f. contour brush to lay down the color, and then to blend it out, I'm going to be taking this Soho brush. This doesn't have a name. It did come in an Ipsy bag a while ago, but as you can see, it's very similar to the e.l.f. brush. It's just a little bit bigger and a little more fluffy, so it'll help with blending. Alright, so for the next step, I am going to be taking Corduroy from this palette. It is sort of a medium matte brown. The key for this is to stick to the very inner crease. So I'm just going to be making sort of like a diagonal line like this with placement. And then that is as far as you want this to go up. And then you also want to bring it down and connect it to the lower lid. So just like that, and then now you just want to work on blending and adding and blending. So now that I am happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and take the littlest bit of chocolate and then just repeat the same steps and just slowly work on darkening and building it up. You almost want to be putting this on your lid, like that's how close to the crease you want to go. You don't really want to be blending upwards. So now that you are happy with that, I'm going to go back with the base shadow brush and back with Pink Mauve and just do a once over of everything. And I'm going to drag this close to my inner corner as well and just make sure everything is just nicely blended together. Just like that, and then I like taking an angled brush personally, and this is just a Coastal Scents angled brush. And I'm going to take linen, which is a matte white, and I'm just going to go ahead and use that as a brow bone highlight. I like using an angled brush because it fits really well for my eye shape, and you can also use it to sort of shape down anything that you blended up too high, and it will also help blend away any harsh edges. And then if you wanted to define your shape a little bit more, you can also take a little bit of that white shadow, and the angled brush will just help get that a little bit more uniform. So now with my finger, I'm going to take Bare, and I'm going to use this as a highlighting shade. This is just beautiful, and it's just going to help lighten up the look. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the inner corner, and then just drag it into the inner third of my eye, just like that. So you have just a little hint of brightness in that inner corner. So now it is time for the tricky part, which is a liner. If you struggle with this, using tape to help line it up will make it easier for you. And then also if you wanted to like create a crisp line, using tape before you do your eyeshadow will help with that as well. And my secret for wing liner, I am so out of practice with this, but the best tip that I have for anyone is just using confident strokes when it comes to it. Don't be nervous, just like meh, meh, and like put your lines down and it will all work out. So basically for this wing, I wanted it to go super narrow and skinny in the inner corner, and you guys will see why in just a few minutes. Alright, so now taking an e.l.f. eyeliner brush, I love this because it's nice and flat and it'll fit right under your lashes. I am going to go ahead and take Chocolate, which is the darkest brown in this palette. And I'm just going to get this as close to my lash line as humanly possible. Just like that, and then to blend it out, I am taking this Real Techniques accent brush, and I'm going to go back in with the pink mauve and blend that out. You can blend this as much as your little heart desires. I am just going to work on blending this almost about to the length of where my lashes end. So once you are happy with that, I am going to go ahead and take this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. If you wanted to use a brown or black, you could, but I like my eyes to look rounded and open, so that's why I prefer to use white. And then I'm going to pop on my Jordana Best Lash Extreme Mascara along with my falsies, and then I will be back to show you the rest of the look. Alright, so now it is time to add some fun, and this is what I loved the most about Sam's look, is the glitter, and I am all for sneaking glitter in whenever you can. So basically you just want to use this glitter as like, you know, you can also just throw your tape on the ground in the process. So what we are going to use this glitter for is like the inner half is a glitter liner. So I'm just going to go ahead and deposit most of this on the inner corner. And then basically I'm just going to go ahead and drag this. And I love this Urban Decay glitter liner. You get so much payoff. So as soon as like where our wing is starting to come in and where it narrows down is about where you want to stop the glitter. If you wanted to put it directly right on top of the liner and kind of do like a whole glitter liner except for the wing, I think that that would look really cool as well. And then you just want to give it a second before you directly look up so you don't transfer the glitter into your crease. Alright, I'm just going to talk over this car alarm because it's been going off for the last 15 minutes and the sun's about to set, so sorry about it. Alright, do you guys ever have hair like where one side is just like bomb AF and then like the other side is just like not showing up to be a team player whatsoever? It stopped. Ugh, sick of looking at you. Pro tip, if you have one side of your hair that likes to curl and the other side doesn't, just say, you know, screw you hair, and toss it over to a one side thing. Alright, see, I don't follow my own advice here. I get impatient and then I get the glitter in my crease. Ugh. Basically, if that happens to you, wait for it to dry and then just take like a blending brush that you're using and you can flick it right off. It's not really that big of a deal. Alright, so to finish this look off, I'm taking Midi by ColourPop. This is an ultra matte lip cream. Why? Because I'm boring and basic AF, so, you know, keeping it real here. This is the third time in probably 15 minutes this stupid thing has gone off. I don't know what this person's doing because obviously they keep turning it off. And then like 2 minutes later, alright, so there you have it. Now I know some of you are going to be like, Meg, where would I wear this to? And to that I say, anywhere your little heart desires. But if you're like me, you're gonna put on your Costa Rica souvenir tank top and go take your dog for a walk. My life is that exciting. Alright, so that wraps it up for this look that was inspired by Samantha. So if you guys enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite sort of everyday glam is. I will have Sam's video linked down below. If you're not subscribed already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will check you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.